Today, I'm going to explain how this chart going up can turn into all of these broker withdrawals. I'm going to teach you how to start Forex trading in 2026 as a beginner so that by the end of the video, you can place your first trade. I've been doing this for 17 years. I'm self-taught. I've helped thousands of traders. I'm 3 months away from moving into a $5 million mansion I've been building for my beautiful family. And if you watch this entire video, I'll teach you everything that I can, including the free tools that I use, the platforms that I trade on, where I withdraw my profits, how I analyze charts to win trades, and much more. Now, I never promise or guarantee any results, but if this video helps you at all, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's pop up the charts. So what is Forex trading? Look, I have 50 Canadian dollars right here. Now, the value of this bill goes up and down against other currencies. See, if we put $50 in the currency calculator and convert this, we can see that $50 is only $36.51 in US dollars, and I place trades based on this information. So let's say I believe the US dollar is really strong and the Canadian dollar is really weak. Well, then I'm going to buy the US dollar against the Canadian dollar and collect my profit. Let's look at an example. This is an active trade on a candlestick chart. Now, I took a buy position at this level right here because I believe the US dollar is strong and the Canadian dollar is weak. Now, if the price comes down to my level right here, I lose $255. If the candlesticks come all the way up to my level right here, I will gain approximately $400. Now, in this case, you can see the price is moving in my direction, and as soon as it hits the top of that level right there, I'll be able to collect my profits right there. So in this case, I was right, and my buy position was successful. Now, let's say I think the US dollar is really weak and the Canadian dollar is really strong. Well, then in that case, I want to sell the US dollar. So I'm on the same US dollar Canadian dollar chart, but this time I'm doing a sell position. So if price comes to the bottom right here, I win my trade. And on this trade, I had a level of interest right there, a level of supply. When price reacted off of that level well, I thought it was a good time to enter a trade, so I entered my sell position from right there. Now, I always have a bunch of rules that I follow on every single trade in order to win more trades than I lose. In this case, price is pushing down aggressively and I'm able to win the trading position. Now, I'll give you that full list of rules later in the video, but it's much easier than you think. I'm not looking through the news, analyzing a bunch of crazy CPI data. I'm simply looking at the price chart only. I'm marking out different levels that I like to take trades from, waiting for price to react to those levels, and then place my trading positions for a profit. But where do you even start with analysis? Well, that's where we get into the main tool that I use for trading, which is TradingView, and it's absolutely free. The TradingView link is in the video description, and it's going to take you right to this page right here where you click Get Started at the top. There are paid plans right here, but it's not required. You could sign up for free. Click on email right there. Enter your email, enter your password, tell them you're not a robot, and then just create your account. Now, once you're logged in, just come to products and click on super charts right here. This is where you set up your time frame, you select the pairs you want to trade, you can choose a bunch of different indicators to help you with your trading. But let's go through an example of analysis I would do on a live chart right here so you can see if Forex trading is for you. Now, the first thing I'm looking at is all of these big green candles right here. Every single one of these candles is 1 hour because I'm on the 1 hour time frame. And since we had such a big push, I'm going to draw a box on the red candle before the huge push up. That's just my level of demand. And then all I'm doing is waiting for price to come to that level of demand because I may want to take a trade from there. In this case, you could see price never came back to my level of demand, but it created a new level of demand. Again, the red candle before the big push up. Now, why do I consider these zones demand zones? It's because this huge push up in price can only be made by banks, institutions, the rich people. So basically, they're telling me they liked buying at this level right here. They liked buying at this level right here. So that's a level I'm going to like too. So I'm simply waiting for price to come back to that level. And you could see almost approaching that level right here. And there it got into the level. So it reacted off of this level right here. So I'm going to take a long position on this next candle, put my stop loss below the zone. I'm going to target something like this right here because this was a level price reacted off earlier, right? So price came up to this level. It came down to this level. And so I'm thinking price may come up to this level and then down again. So that's where I put my take profit level. Then I place my buy order and I can play the position out right here. And we see the price goes in my direction, takes a little bit of time and smashes my take profit, winning that trading position. And that right there is called a supply and demand trade, my favorite way of trading. But let me show you another way of trading right now, a way that a lot of other traders like to trade. This is called a break and retest trade. So we have this level already set up and we broke through that level. So this level was considered a level of resistance. And when we break through that level can now be used as support. So when price breaks out and retests that level, we can consider another buy trade with market continuation. So I would set a long trade somewhere around here so that when this line right here gets broken, it enters my trade and I'm aiming for market continuation. So you can see it broke up, it entered the trading position and then smashed the take profit again. So our first trade was a supply and demand trade. Our second trade was a break and retest trade. These are two trading strategies that millions of traders use on a daily basis. Now, I'll show you a full live trade that I placed later in the video with the complete strategy. Click on Trading Terminals, and you can download MetaTrader 5 to your desktop or your PC, your Android, your iOS, and you can also put it on your phone so you can trade while you're on the go. I do that all the time. Once you get that downloaded, you could install it. If you click on Settings here, it'll show you exactly where that folder is going to go. Click Next, and then it's going to install the platform. Once you've got it installed, this is what it looks like. Come up to File, click on Log into Trade Account. Here is where you're going to put your login and your password. The AAA FX broker will send that to you in an email. If you don't have a demo or a live account yet, just come to Manage Accounts up here, click MetaTrader 5. You could create a demo account, you could create a live account. I like the ECN Plus account. I like a very high leverage, and I use a US dollar based currency. And then when you're actually ready to trade live, you could come to Funds, Deposits. You can select your trading account here. You could select your deposit type, put that money in, and start placing live trades. So we just had our supply and demand trade. We just had our support and resistance trade. Let's place another trade. Look, we have a level of demand right here. Price just came back to that demand level. So I'll be looking to take a buy position right here. And based on the current price, I'd be looking at a level of resistance right there for my take profit level, a level here for my stop loss level. And then either on my phone or on the desktop app, I would come to new order right here. I'm trading GBPUSD right now. I could set the volume at 0.01. That's the smallest. Good place to start. And I'm just going to have a market execution. I'm just going to select buy right now. And you can see this trade is now open on my account, minus about 3 cents. And if the trade goes in the direction I want, like this one did right here, it would close out in profit, and I could make a couple of bucks or a couple $1,000 depending on the size of my account and how much I'm risking. Now, when you're new to trading, the analysis can be difficult, which is why I send one free trade per week to Telegram on your phone. The link to the free Telegram is in the video description. Currently, we have close to 80,000 members in here. This was the last trade that I sent. You could see price was at a level that I liked. The trade opened. I quickly was in profit, and then I ended up closing this trade a little bit early because news was coming and I was able to make a nice little profit. I've been giving these high probability trades for 5 years. I've done very well with them, but I don't promise or guarantee any future results. But if you don't want trades from me, that's fine. Let me give you a full breakdown of a live trade so you don't have to rely on anyone except yourself. Now let's go through a step-by-step trade example so you're ready to place your first trade at the end of this video. So rule number 1, I want to trade with the trend. In order to do that, just come to indicators, type EMA, click on the moving average exponential. That's going to put this yellow line on your chart right here. And these are the inputs that I use, okay? Now, if the price is above that yellow line right there, we are in an uptrend and I only want to buy. That's rule 1. Now I need to find an entry. So what kind of entry do I like? I like a demand zone entry, right? You could see right there, we created a level of demand. Price pushed up aggressively, telling us the smart money likes to buy from this level. So I want to buy from that level too. So rule 2, set up a level of demand. Now, rule 3, we're looking for a break of structure or we want to take out supply, okay? So this is a break of structure right here because this is the last high, so we want to see that high get taken out by price. The same goes for supply. You could see this is a level of supply right here. Why? Because we had 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles down. It was an aggressive move. So we want to see that supply get taken out by recent price, which is exactly what happens right there. So that's your third rule. Now for the fourth rule, we want to see price come down slowly, right? We want to see a slow price come down, right? We don't want to see a huge candle. And that's exactly what happens, right? We're getting some green candles. We're getting some red candles. It's nice and slow. So that's rule 4. And for rule 5, we want to see the price close in the demand zone. So you can see this candle just closed in the demand zone right there. Now I'm ready to take a long position off of that candle. I'm going to target this recent level right here, right? That level of supply, maybe a little bit higher, something like this. Price came to this level once, came a little bit higher to this level right here, came to this level again right here and right here as well. So I can expect price to come to that level again. I set my stop loss below the level of demand. So if price goes against me, I'm wrong, I lose the trade. If price goes in my direction, I'm right, and I win the trade like I did right there perfectly. Now, another thing that I often do is I use the Fibonacci tool. It's right here. Click the Fib retracement, and I'll measure from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, and I will swing that across. And I want to make sure that the retracement, you can see the retracement right here, comes below the 50% level right there, because that tells me I'm getting price at a discount as well. You always want to be buying and selling from discounted levels. So now you're ready to trade. Make sure to check the links in the video description, smash the like button, leave a comment, watch this video right here, watch this video right here, and I'll be back next week trading again. Much love.